Hello and welcome back to Stonehearth. Ladies and gentlemen, today is part 3 of our Pride Rock Let's Play, and things are going kind of well. We're currently going ahead and mining out the mountain here. As I'm sure you're aware, we've almost got this entire ring here done. Obviously, there is still work to do. We have some rooms to mine out as well, but we've almost got this all dug out. We have a couple of ways for people to get up and down through some ladders and all that stuff around here as well. If we go up a little bit, this area does still need to be finished, but we'll get to that once the lower spaces have been mined out. And then, of course, there is this space up here, which is eventually going to be mined out completely to be one room that is going to be for crafting. A daily update. Let's have a look. We don't have the food. We do have the morale. We do have the net worth. Interesting. Very interesting. I feel like another farmer is something to look into. In fact, what I could do is if I go to here, and I go to my farmer, and I change your job to be a cook, that should give us a bit more food. So we'll have you go and become the cook. Nice and quickly, there you go. Which frees up space for someone to become a farmer. I think that's what it does. Now here's the question. Who was the farmer previously? I actually don't remember. So Sunny, or Suni, I'm going to call you Sunny, you are going to become the farmer. So that means we're only going to have one worker at this point, but that's all right. The cook will also be doing some stuff done at the farms as well, so this is completely fine by me. In fact, what are you doing? Looks like you're just doing some farming work, which is fine. What I am also going to do is go to here and have my cook start doing some pretty good work. To begin with, obviously, the stone cauldron and also a stone mill grinder. And then I kind of want the cook to just get to work on things like this. And things like this as well. So if we order up some of that and say maintain, I guess, 10 of them. I know we don't have the means to do that, but we'll maintain 10 of them. We'll also maintain 10 of those as well. And hopefully that'll go pretty well for the cook there. Interesting that the cook was carrying that hoe there. Very interesting indeed. Now, you are not as good of a farmer as the one we had previously, but hopefully that'll be all right. The cook is still capable of doing farming, so that's fine. Town items are full. That is still an issue. That is definitely still an issue. Let's go ahead and have the cook's grinder thing put down just... I just went down a level. Have that just put into that little space there. And hopefully that'll mean that the cook can get to work. Obviously, this as well needs to be placed, so I guess we'll just put it right beside it. And hopefully someone will get to that pretty soon. They are currently eating, which is fine by me. We do have a lot of these, which we could maybe do something with at some point as well, but I think my priority is going to be getting the cook doing some good work, because the more cooked food we have, the better we're going to be in terms of just having food in general. So that's that placed. And that's that as well. So the cook should probably end up getting to work pretty quickly, which would be absolutely wonderful. There we go. So you're doing your thing, which means we should end up with just a bit more food. And apparently you're just going to store it in there, which I'm kind of okay with, although that's now full, so maybe you're not. I guess we'll see. Oh no, there is storage over there as well. That's fine. All right, let's sell some stuff. We have a lot of stuff that needs to be sold. So, we have a lot of stone. We could do something with that. We could sell 10 of those. Might as well. We could sell all of those, because we'll make more of them. We could sell 2 of those, because why not? We'll sell that as well. Let's see. There's not really much else. We'll sell... No, he needs to maintain. The potter maintains 50 of those, so if I get rid of them, they're just going to be made again. Let's see. We'll sell 6 of those. And we will sell 8 of those. 3 of those. And 1 of those and 1 of those. All right. And we'll sell 9 of those as well. There we go. So that's going to knock the net worth up a little bit, because we... Well, actually, I don't know if it does. I know having money... No, I don't think it will. That won't impact the net worth at all, because we're kind of just changing the form of our net worth. It's still the same. It's just we don't have the object. We just have the money. We now have the worth of that object. We don't have the object itself. So I don't think net worth has changed at all, which is fine. I do want to have a look though and see how this one worker is doing. I mean, not so bad, to be honest. This room here is slowly getting done, which is great. I have completely forgotten what these rooms were going to be. I think this one was sleeping and this one was dining, so we'll keep that in mind. Currently getting attacked by some little stone golems. That's no problem. We, of course, have Manny Rib here defending, so no big deal. This is how we do. Just wreck their faces a little bit. Hopefully we can get another footman at some point. That's definitely something worth doing. But there we go, that's that problem solved. Let's very quickly go to the blacksmith and see. What level is the, Oh, now we could actually... We could get a knight. Which is very interesting. An iron mace would be good as well. See, this is the tricky thing. I don't know if we want... Do we want a knight or do we want more footmen? Because I can upgrade my footmen. I could get, you know, a bronze breastplate. I could get a bronze shield. But the thing is, I know for a fact, and I've played with knights in this before, knights are basically tanks. They can take a lot of damage, but they're quite slow when it comes to attacking. They can deal a lot of damage. They're just a bit slow. Whereas footmen are basically your DPS. They're quick and they deal out a lot of damage. So I don't really know. It's a tricky one. Now, interestingly, we have a lot of iron here, so I'm going to say craft me 50 iron ingots at some point. So get those crafted. Those will be useful for, I guess, iron stuff a little bit later on, such as iron helmets, iron shields, iron armor. I honestly don't really know what way to go here. Obviously, we don't have bolts of leather at the moment anyway, so... I mean, I think we need a trapper for that. But getting a nice high-level blacksmith is important anyway, because a higher-level blacksmith means we can get the carpenter's saw, which is a level 4 thing for the blacksmith, and the blacksmith is currently level 2. So we'll get there eventually. We will eventually have a carpenter, meaning we can get more footmen, because we can make the swords that we're going to need. We do have a few people running around out here as well, which is fine. But I do think my biggest worry is, can we manage to get enough food so that we can get another hearthling? Yes we can. Thank you very much. Who have we got? Marana Sardis, or Sardi. Thank you very much. You are more than welcome to join Pride Rock, and hopefully immediately go and start... What are you doing? Where are you going? Ah, there you go. So you just go to the flag, pledge your allegiance to the flag of the United States of Pride Rock. Then you go grab the worker's outfit, and you are straight down into the mines. Oh, look at that. Potter level 4 as well. Not bad. Let's have a quick look at you. What does that get you? Collaborative insight. You can now add precious metals to vases and tiles. Okay. That's not bad. We can open your workshop and have a little look. So, you can almost do everything. You can make some decorative vases, which is cool, or vases, I suppose. Vase, vase, whatever. I don't know if we need these. I mean, my thought, I suppose, is that they might be worth something. Let's maybe scrap that order, by the way. Let's have you make, like, 10 of those. And then have you make, I guess, 10 of those as well. Just to see what happens. I'm curious. I'm curious to see if maybe they're worth a lot of money. Because if they're worth a lot of money, then that's going to help our net worth massively, which I want to stay on top of. So, hopefully that's the case. You guys are almost... This is like... It's like the Channel Tunnel. There's going to be a Frenchman sticking his hand through this wall in just a second. Hold on a minute. If I turn off the slicing thing... Oh, yeah, that's weird. That is real weird. But any second, we should have... There we go. Look at that. So they're through, and now they're working on the room. Which is great news. So we'll slice that away. We'll zoom out. We'll go up like this. And people are currently eating, which is fine by me. I am curious to know if we'll get another Hearthling tomorrow. Having the cook and a farmer is definitely helping, though. Cooked food lasts longer. And it looks like we maybe don't have the space for cooked food as well. Now you're farmer level 1 already, which is great news. I am very tempted to... I think I'm going to expand the farming zones here and just get more carrots. Because the cook can also do farming. So if we get the cook doing a lot of farming as well, then we can definitely maintain another few fields of carrots, which grow very fast, and I didn't really read what the downside was to them. Bland on its own. That's fine. Let's just get 10 more rows of carrots, and we can do some more cactus plants up here for the cleric, not the cleric, the herbalist, who I would like to be a cleric, but we'll get there eventually. So there's a few rows of carrots, then we'll do some cactus flowers, and some cactus flowers. And are we growing watermelons? I think those are watermelons, aren't they? Yeah. So we are growing watermelons. We could maybe grow more of them. Maybe we'll try another row of... That's cactus flowers. Try a row of watermelons just there and there. And hope for the best. Now, why do you look dead? Rotten... Were they not harvested in time? Oh, now that might be a problem. That could be a real problem. Hopefully we can deal with that. Hopefully. Let's have a little look, though. I want to see my herbalist. You're level 1. You're restocking items. And there's invaders. Not a problem. Trader approaches. If I can make 8 wool clay lamps, you will give me a weaver spindle. No, we've already got one. Alright, so you're defending that area. That's fine. Nothing you can't deal with. There we go. No problem at all. Still... Oh, God, there's more wolves over there. That's a problem. That is very, very dangerous, having that many wolves just over there. Gonna have to sort that eventually. Let's have a little look and see how this is going. So this room is done, which is great news. Then once this room's done, we can enable the mining up here again. I do also think we're gonna need to be incredibly wary of the fact that we keep hitting the limit for town items. We're not currently there, but we're pretty close. So we're going to want to be wary of that fact. And I think something I would like to do is go and say... Oh, we don't have doors. I hoped we had doors. I think is my mason set to... Oh, hold on a minute. Is the town inventory... It said we had doors in the inventory, didn't it? Yeah, there. But is that these 3 that are currently placed? I don't really know. That's a bit weird that the doors are considered in the inventory, but if I go to here, there aren't any. Whatever, that's fine. This area down here is so close to being done, and we should have a daily update very, very soon. Which I'm hoping... town items are full again, alright. That's fine. There's a lot of stuff here we could probably get rid of. Let's just clear these items here. So destroy those, and destroy those, and destroy those as well, because we're not touching them, and it is just stone. So that should be fine, if we just go and say destroy all of that. There we go. So hopefully that'll get done. Hopefully this daily update is good. Yeah, we'll take another Hearthling. Adamore Vision is more than welcome. That's 10 Hearthlings. I do believe we have 10 beds as well, so that's absolutely excellent news. And this area is so close to being done. Look at this. We should have our new worker coming down here any second to get on with the mining, although I don't think he's going to get there in time, because I think this is going to be done. I'm incredibly happy with this. No, it looks like he's getting to do the last little bit. Actually, who is that? There we go. Mining project is completed. Let's go upstairs. And did I completely cancel this mining job? Apparently I did. Not quite sure why I would have done that, but there you go. I'll get them mining all of this out. Just like that. and like that as well. So they can get to that and mine out that space. That should be beautiful. What was the alert there? You have joined Pride Rock. I don't know what the other alert was then. Interesting. Alright, so what we can do is, I guess, go ahead and move all of these beds. And I think the quickest way to do that is just going to be to go through them and undeploy all of them, as opposed to going and trying to move them all one by one. So if we just do this kind of thing the whole way across here, then down into here, and I'll be able to place those beds in just a moment. Oh, now this is interesting. Decorative vases are worth 68 gold. So we're going to sell those, and we're going to keep making those, because they're worth a lot, and I am very, very much okay with that. Also worth noting, these guys are doing a pretty good job of clearing this out. We're going to need 8 doors for this area, though. So we'll go ahead to our mason and have you make me 8 of those. Mason isn't really doing much at the minute anyway, so 8 stone tunnel doors would be lovely. And I think maybe a bunch of wall-mounted lanterns could be a good bet as well. Some fire pits will be nice too, though. So we might get some of those, but I think I want you to make me, I'll say like 50 of those. Which is a lot, but we have the materials to do it. Now, we're being invaded. Or maybe we're not. They're gonna attack the zombie. Interesting choice. Not the choice I would have made, but an interesting choice nonetheless, which means the invasion is much less deadly than it otherwise could have been, which I'm not going to complain about. So what are you guys all up to? I don't really know. Some of the beds are still placed, which is fine. We'll go down to here, and we have a daily update. We have the food, we have the morale, we have the net worth. Let's accept another person, which is fine by me. Town items are currently full. We an armed goblin, which is being attacked by those guys, and we have a new person, a Tusa Tyron. Okay, that's fine by me. That's another person that can go to work in the mines. I'm such a generous leader, you might have noticed. Let's get some of these beds placed then. So, I mean, this room probably would make more sense for them, but it's going to be over here. So let's do 1 and 2, and then put them sort of one apart, moving in from the sides like this. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I can sort of get 4 over here. So do 1. Oh, that's all we've got placed at the moment. Okay. That's no problem. I can deal with that. We're going to get those placed nice and quickly, hopefully. Which makes this a pretty good place for people to sleep. We can, of course, get some doors in here as well, which we're going to want to do. And I might very well go and have my mason make me 2 more of those doors. Because, honestly, the mason isn't doing that much else. So craft me 2 of those and make that a higher priority than the lights. And have we got any more of the beds lifted? No, we don't. That said, I will go here, because that's every doorway now cleared out, which is beautiful news. And we'll go ahead and do 1 and 2, and we'll do 3 and 4 and 5. Let's just get all of these doors in here to nicely secure this area, which, like I've said, is going to be storage. So there we go. That's all of the doors for that space. If we go down a level, we're going to want a nice big door just here as well. And another one just over here for what will be the dining hall. There we go. So we have a trading caravan has just arrived. Don't really think I want anything, although a wooden sword and a farmer's hoe are going to be useful. And we can afford it because we can go and sell all of those. Which is fine by me because they are so worth the money. So that's pretty good. We can get another footman. Let's have a little look and see if any of our workers are good warriors. Oh, Atusa Tyron, you are very good. Level 6 on body, pretty good on mind. So you are going to become a footman. To be honest, there's a few people who should probably be doing some things. You have level 6 on Mind, so you are gonna become a Weaver's an interesting thing, is the problem with this. Because the Weaver can't make a lot of things I'm really interested in at the moment. Once we have a Carpenter, I think the Weaver would be kind of good to have because the Carpenter makes bows for archers and archers are very good to have. And the Weaver can make upgrades for the Archer so that the Archer can have flame arrows or ice arrows. But as it stands, the Weaver I don't think is that useful. And we would probably want a Trapper leading into a Shepherd before we do that. So rather than promoting Marana Sardi to anything here, I'm going to hold on to her and make her a Carpenter when we get the opportunity. So in that case, this dude here can become a Trapper. And now the problem is I'm risking using all of my workers, but I think that's probably okay because we do need another farmer. So you can become a farmer as well. There we go. So we still have one worker. This is going to get us more food, which we're going to need. So this seems okay. This is also almost mined out completely, which is beautiful news. Got some doors going in just there. And just over there as well. And that looks good. We have these areas nice and secure. So what I think I want to do next is once this area is mined out, we just start putting a bunch of chests in here, and that's going to become storage. Then we just sort of mine out a space up here where we can put a ladder, and that should be beautiful. It's just going to take a little bit of time with just one person doing the mining, but I think that's okay. Have we got a couple of people coming down to bed? Because that would be nice. Also, we have got the lamps now, don't we? We can put a few of these in. So let's do 1 and 2, and we'll do a couple just there as well. So we'll get some lamps on those walls, which I think looks kind of nice. We'll get one there and get one there as well, just by the entrance. Get one there and there. And that's actually kind of even, so that totally works. They're not necessarily evenly spaced, you know, they're not perfectly spaced, but that area looks kind of nice. Let's see about getting some lamps just in here as well. So just for that corner, and for that corner, and this one too. Just the area is nice and bright. Then what we'll do is head up here, and this area is actually kind of light as is, so I don't think we need to worry too much about that. Obviously going to want to brighten up a lot of the outer areas here, so I guess we can get to that. Leave a bit of a gap around the doors here, so something like that and that. Let me just pause. Are you Mason level 6? Not bad. I guess the Mason's the person that's going to benefit the most from this kind of mining operation that we have going here. So that's kind of to be expected. But let's get a couple more of those lanterns on the go, please, because I've kind of gone through all of them. Daily update! We don't have the food, unfortunately, but we have the morale, we have the net worth. Food is something I reckon we can totally get pretty quickly. There we go. Bunch of lanterns going in around there. I am super excited for this mining job to be finished. I really, really am. I also love how this little area looks down here. Are the beds gone? No, they're still there. Okay. Hopefully those will go soon. That's definitely something we want to see. I also think it might be worth mining out this entire thing and building some kind of structure here. The issue is that if I slice this away, we would have to kind of mine this whole thing down to nothing. Which is possible. Ah, more wolves. Good. This is going to be a problem. I hope you're aware. Specifically, these wolves are going to be a nightmare. But thus far, they're not bothering us. The question, I suppose, then is, do we want to mine this whole thing away? Because we don't necessarily have to. What if we built a ladder up to the top of that and move everything up there? Because that is certainly something we could do. Then we build a structure on top of this. I like where I like where my brain's going here. I'm going to sell all of these because they're worth a lot of money. And all of those. And I want to build a structure up here. Because I think a structure up here could be really, really interesting. So let's just design a structure. It is just going to be a square. That's all it needs to be. We're going to use clay to do it. We're going to use like this color clay. And we're going to go like this. And it's going to be that. That's going to be the base of the structure. We're going to do some walls, which are going to be fairly basic. I think that color. Just, well, actually, let's just go with, oh, now hold on a minute. Let's go with a sort of yellow floor on this instead. So we'll do that. Then we'll do the walls, which are going to be that color with some sort of baker's chocolate columns. Which I think looks alright. As for the entrance, I mean, it could be a tunnel door, but I feel like it's probably just going to be one of these. Which I don't know if it can go... I don't know if that's central. I don't think it is. I mean, this can go central. And I think that is central. But I think it looks a bit silly. None of these doors are... Yeah, they're all kind of the same width. So maybe we have multiple entrances? I'm just thinking this could be the crafting room. Although... No, that becomes a problem. Because what... I don't know. My thinking is if I can get a hole in the base of this, then what we end up with is a space that we can just dig straight down from here to the crafting zone. Which I think could be really interesting. So let's just scrap this building for a second. Just undo. Then go to foundation and give me this. So let's start from there and go to that edge. Then go like that, and like that, and like that. Then we sort of go in again. And what I'm thinking is if I sort of leave this space in the middle, let's try going 3 or 4 in width. So 4 in width and 4 and 4. Then maybe another kind of 3 in width along here, and here, and here, and here. I feel like that's a pretty good space to have there in the middle. I think that's okay. And then I can put walls sort of out there and there. Then we'll get ourselves some doors, which will go, I guess, sort of like not that. Let's just undo that very quickly. Have doors there and there. And then I hope we can just sort of tunnel down the middle. That's kind of my thinking anyway. It's not the most efficient design, is what I'll say about it. Definitely not that. Hopefully we can tunnel down there. That's the dream anyway. I guess I can do some kind of custom tunnel. That'll work. That should be fine. All right. That's fine. This is good. This is what I want to see. Then just some entrances there. And we're not actually going to need that. We don't actually need like an entrance up here because they'll be able to use the tunnel. Although they might need the entrance. Oh, how am I going to do this? I legitimately don't quite know how I'm going to do this because they will keep getting stuck. That's the risk here. If I don't have an entrance up here, they can get stuck super quickly. But I don't really want an entrance up here. Ooh, no, that makes things real tricky. Okay. We're gonna have to figure this out. I have no idea how they're gonna do any of this. Oh. Oh, hello. This is interesting. Fortunately, we do have multiple footmen. Which is great news. That was very lucky. But at the moment, we should see my hearthlings start building some ladders. Hopefully. We are going to need a lot of wood for it. But this is what the structure is going to look like. There are entrances on the outside. Didn't really have much of a choice but to make those entrances. But those entrances are going to exist. I have no idea if it's actually going to be possible. You know what? Let's remove this exterior building. Because it's going to make it so much easier for these guys to build the rest of this. Basically, we have those entrances because we don't have a choice. But this building is eventually going to go down through this central piece here. This is going to be the crafting building. on top of everything. This is done. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god, this place is coming along really nicely. I do want to go to my mason, though, and I want to have my mason make another one of those, please. Although my blacksmith could absolutely make a... So the iron mace has 16 attack, where this hammer has 11. So some stuff from the blacksmith wouldn't be a terrible idea. That would definitely not be a terrible idea. We do need the iron, though. And we don't really have the ingredients yet. So what we'll do is we'll queue up that order. And hopefully get that done eventually. But I think the biggest thing holding us back is possibly the lack of wood. To be honest, I think that's what the issue might very well be here. Oh, look at this. They're getting along with it, which is good to see. It is going to be a while before it's built because we do need wood for scaffolding as well, so a lot of work to be done. Definitely a lot of work to be done, but I'm definitely excited to see it actually get done.